It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll keep our eye on Jermaine Pratt. He's up across 80 tackles for the season following his last game. It's the Pats and the Steelers on Thursday night primetime.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Taking a peek at the rushing numbers for Spiller in last week's game. 15 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go play action with Richardson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got his man, it's Warren. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Play action. Now Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. At the 43-yard line. Here's Allen. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen now on the option right. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Henderson running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dayo Odeyingbo able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is...
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
goes the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is taken at about the 14. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Patriots take over. First and 10, it's Richardson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jermaine Johnson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Richardson working from the gun. That'll be caught by Rice. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers at 8-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, win it. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. be tough to beat in this one.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Allen's throw completed to Mechie. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Back to the ground with Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he spots Henderson open left side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Allen going to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Still yet to find the end zone. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 22, here's second and 8. Richardson looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Allen off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Eric Armstead coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen's throw is good. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
It is cold.
And it is cold.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Straight ahead is Hall. Running right through it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Carl Lawson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, here's Richardson. He gets this out to Spiller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They go back to the ground with Spiller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Richardson off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, Richardson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a late season doubleheader. Titans and Dolphins from South Florida, followed by the Packers and Giants from MetLife Stadium. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Allen. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They'll go again with Hall. A beautiful fake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Second and 11 now.
At the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. False start's going to push them back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On the counter, it's Spiller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Off play action, Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 5. Richardson working from the gun. Open man right side is Rice. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9. Warren will try the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this is back to an 8-point game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. You've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
To the air, Allen. Right side, complete to Mechie. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Richardson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Dances by him. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run with Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Pats at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. On the give, it's Warren. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Richardson to throw off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. New England trying to get a place on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Allen looks to throw on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
To throw, it's Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now Allen Here's Hardman. He's got it. Down the sideline he goes. McCall Hardman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. McCall Hardman, 87 yards. And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Option play, here's Hall. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Taken in at the 11. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots now down by 7. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate plays for an offense.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Richardson.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Richardson to throw it. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. One last shot for Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Steelers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.